The most profound danger of winter arrives not with a roar, but with a silence that is almost absolute. It's the hush of a furnace failing in the night, the quiet when the power grid gives way to a blizzard. The cold is a patient predator, hunting with relentless seeping pressure. Most people imagine survival as a dramatic struggle, but it's far quieter. A battle of inches, of degrees, of small, deliberate actions. I've seen 80 winters, and each one has taught me that survival is about respect for the cold, not fighting it head-on. Our ancestors knew this. Survival isn't about generating heat, but conserving what you have. This isn't about heroics or expensive gear. It's about using knowledge passed down through generations, thinking like a survivor, not a consumer. When the heating fails, you face a choice: panic or prepare. The cold doesn't care for emotion. It obeys only the laws of thermodynamics. It will steal warmth from anything warmer than itself: your body, your home, your life. Our task is to become masters of containment. We must build barriers, trap warmth, and hold on to it with intelligence. Over the coming sections, we'll explore these forgotten methods. We'll dismantle the myth that you must generate vast amounts of heat to survive. Instead, I'll show you how to conserve the heat you already have. The obsession with generating heat is a modern misunderstanding. People imagine roaring fires and powerful heaters, but this brute force approach is wasteful. Any heat you create is quickly stolen by the cold emptiness of your home. Our ancestors knew better. They focused on conserving heat, not making more. Your body is a small furnace. Its warmth is your most precious resource. The goal isn't to heat the room, but to prevent the room from stealing your body's heat. Every layer of clothing, every blanket, every enclosed space is a barrier to heat loss. The fire, if you have one, is for targeted tasks: heating water or food, not for warming the whole house. By containing the heat you already produce, you turn a desperate struggle into a manageable process. Conservation, not generation, is the key to winter survival. When the cold becomes severe and heating fails, abandon the idea of warming your whole house. Shrink your battlefield to a single, small, defensible room, preferably upstairs, away from wind. Seal the door and every gap with towels, blankets, or tape. You're creating a room within a room, a pocket of stability. Any heat generated inside, even from your body, will be contained more effectively. Place your mattress on the floor with insulation beneath, cardboard, newspapers, or spare blankets. The ground will steal your heat unless you break contact. Build a shelter on your mattress, a small tent, or drape blankets over furniture to make a fort. Inside, your body heat alone will warm the air quickly. You've created concentric barriers: house, sealed room, tent. This is your thermal nest, a layered defense to hoard every precious degree. The goal isn't to create heat, but to keep what you have. This is the essence of survival in the cold. The thermal nest isn't new, it's ancient wisdom. 4 poster beds with curtains, box beds and igloos all use the same principle: trap body heat in small spaces. The idea is always to create smaller and smaller volumes of air to heat. Your house is the largest, your sealed room smaller, your tent or blanket fort smaller still, and your clothing the smallest. Each layer traps air, and still air is the best insulator. Inside your nest, minimize movement. Every time you open a flap or throw off a blanket, you lose precious warmth. Create a stable, warm environment and maintain it. Think like a hibernating animal. Conserve energy, minimize movement, stay within your layered shelter. This patient, deliberate approach is more effective than frantic attempts to generate heat. The wisdom of enclosed spaces is the quiet, intelligent path to enduring the cold. Layered barriers are your best defense. Survival is about patience and smart containment. Windows are the greatest point of heat loss in any home. Even double-glazed windows are weak compared to insulated walls. Treat windows as open wounds. Seal them as a priority. The best way is to create dead air space. Tape clear plastic sheeting over the frame to trap air. Bubble wrap works even better. Press it onto the glass and seal the edges. If you lack plastic, use heavy blankets, quilts or cardboard. Any covering is better than none. In your survival room, use multiple layers if possible. A layer of cardboard, then a blanket, creates a formidable barrier. You may sacrifice daylight, but you gain thermal security. Don't ignore your windows. Address them first. Stopping heat loss here is critical to your survival. Your clothing is your most immediate shelter. The key is layering and trapping air. Never wear cotton. It loses insulation when wet and pulls heat from your body. Start with a wicking base layer, wool or synthetic. Add insulating mid-layers, fleece, down or wool. And finish with a windproof, waterproof shell. The outer layer must be breathable to prevent moisture buildup. If you lack specialized gear, improvise wear multiple thin layers of synthetic or wool. Crumpled newspaper between shirts adds warmth. Plastic bags over socks, inside shoes, keep feet dry. It's not about fashion, it's about physics. Every layer traps air, and air is your best insulator. Dress smart, and your body becomes a portable survival shelter. In a cold emergency, small targeted heat sources make a huge difference. Use a hot water bottle. Water holds heat well and releases it slowly. Place it near your core or feet inside your sleeping bag. Any sturdy, sealable container can work if you lack a proper bottle. Never waste fuel heating air. Use it to heat water or food. Never eat snow. It drains your body heat. Always melt it first. These small comforts are psychological anchors too. Sipping a warm drink or feeling a hot water bottle reminds you that you're in control. Survival is about smart, efficient choices. The fight against cold brings hidden dangers. Carbon monoxide is the deadliest. It's colourless, odourless, and produced by burning fuel incompletely. Never use barbecues, generators, or gas stoves indoors or in sealed spaces. Without ventilation, carbon monoxide builds up silently and kills. Any fuel-burning device must be used only outside or in a well-ventilated area. The small heat they provide isn't worth the risk. There's also a social risk. Visible warmth can attract unwanted attention in a crisis. A glowing window or smoke signals you have resources. Keep preparations discreet. Use blackout curtains. Avoid obvious signs of comfort. If you must use a fire, do so briefly and when it's less visible. Protect your sanctuary first. Survival sometimes means staying hidden. Safety comes before generosity in a true emergency. Surviving deep cold is about science, patience, and respect for nature's power. The successful survivor replaces the desire for comfort with a rational understanding of heat loss. Efficiency guides every decision. Conserve energy, fuel, and warmth. This knowledge is a legacy, passed down through generations who survived without modern comforts. We must rediscover and practice these skills, not let them fade. Treat the cold as a teacher. It reveals our fragility and ingenuity. It forces us to plan, think critically, and act calmly. By understanding the science of heat, we turn a threat into a challenge. We survive not by brute force, but by intelligence. In sharing this knowledge, we honor those before us and help those who come after.